What's good, YouTube? TP Locks here, bringing you guys another video. Yes, today this video comes highly requested. I got a few people that have been asking for it, and since it's the weekday, thought I'd give you guys this video. Usually my posts come on the weekend, but you know, I thought I'd just drop you guys that have been asking for it a surprise little video throughout this week, okay? Today I'm gonna be bringing you guys my minoxidil routine, okay? Now, as you guys know who have been following me, I've got a little bit of facial hair action. Okay, just a little bit of facial hair action. You know, some of you guys have been curious as to what my routine is, what I've been doing, where I started, before and after. So today I'm just gonna share a little bit of my minoxidil journey, my story, how long I've been doing it, my routine. And yeah, if you're interested in that video, stay tuned. If you have not already, you guys, please hit the subscribe button right now. We're trying to get 10K subscribers by the end of the year. We're very close. We're sitting at over 5K right now, you guys. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. This is a primarily locked channel, but from time to time, I am going to be taking requests from my subscribers. This is a fatherhood channel. This is a locked channel. This is a humor channel, entertainment channel. Do a little bit of everything on this channel, all right? So definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you have hit that subscribe button already, definitely want to make sure you hit that notification bell to stay notified on all the posts the moment I post, all right? Let's get into the video. All right, now, minoxidil. I'm a person that could never grow any facial hair. Never. I could never grow any facial hair. You know, I would let my hair grow out for months, and the most I could get would be just a little bit of peach fuzz. So I thought to myself, you know, I knew that I was genetically able to grow a beard through my father, even my uncles, but I felt like there was, you know, something missing, you know, and maybe there was something that I could do to stimulate it. I hadn't tried, you know, Jamaican black castor oil. I hadn't tried derma rolling. I hadn't tried, you know, the things like minoxidil, because I was sort of like, it's just more of like a pride and ego thing. I didn't really want to try those things, but you know, we're in a quarantine, and I thought, why not? Why not try it? Why not see if it works? I've been on it for about 3 months now, a little bit more than 3 months. I'd say probably about 3 months and a week. And you know, I've had some significant growth, pretty significant growth. I mean, again, this is a person who could never grow any facial hair, you know, at least on the sides at all. And I've been using a combination of things I believe that have helped, okay? First and foremost, I've been using a multivitamin. It's a 1-a-day vitamin. It's a gummy. I have been taking a multivitamin prior to the minoxidil journey just to sort of help my baseline nutrients. But I've also been utilizing a derma roller. I will do a video on this if you guys are interested in sort of knowing the process and the technicalities behind the derma roller. I have been using my black castor oil, right? And of course, I've also been using minoxidil. Right? What I've been doing, I've only been needing 5%, and I have been utilizing the foam. This is a 3-month supply. It's like 3 canisters of foam. I use a little bit more probably than I probably should, but you know, it's been working for me, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That, and of course, after it's all said and done, I use a brush. Probably benefit from a little brushing right now just to sort of get some things in order. But yeah, the one thing that I've learned sort of with growing facial hair and a quote unquote beard is a little bit of it is kind of like an illusion, right? So when you're looking straight on, the shadows of the hair sort of cast a shadow to sort of give that illusion of a more full beard. Obviously, I do have hair. I know the light doesn't do the best job of always capturing, you know, all of it, but you know, that's some hair there, you know, some hair that is growing. Now, anyone that's not familiar with minoxidil is a stimulant. Was originally, I think, a blood pressure medication. What it does is sort of stimulates the hair follicles by sort of bringing blood to the area. And so it sort of kickstarts that process for little hairs to grow. Now, anyone who knows anything about hair knows that hairs have sort of certain life cycles. There are the more fragile hairs and the ones that are a little bit more permanent. As you'll note, you know, the hair on my chin is a little bit more permanent, whereas the hair on this side is sort of a little bit more entry level, more like peach fuzz. The point of the minoxidil journey is to continue using it until that hair matures and grows to a point where it's a little bit more mature, okay? And, you know, you guys can see, you know, the hair is there. You know, like I was saying a little bit earlier, one thing I have learned about sort of like the beard is there are certain aspects of illusion to it, you know. From the side, it doesn't look like a substantial amount of hair, But of course, from the front, you can clearly see, you know, there's a lot going on right there. So, but I don't want to talk too much. Now, this is what I got from Walgreens. I just bought this because I just ran out of my 3-month supply. I haven't run out yet. I've got one more canister of it. Now, this one I actually got from Walmart, as you can see, the Equate brand. I use the foam. There's also a liquid version. From all the research that I've done, the foam seems to work the best for people. And I also just like the process of the foam. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I think growing up, you know, those of us who watched our dads shave, we always saw that shaving cream. It sort of reminds me of that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I don't use this stuff how I'm supposed to use it, right? I use a little bit more than I'm supposed to use it, right? So what I do, when you get it, it comes in this little canister, right? Foam, and this little cup, right? And what I do, when I apply, I just pour it directly into the cup, right? Foam, it sticks. All right, now what I do to apply, take my fingers are clean, and I just apply, all right? Now, I'm not sure, you know, what the correct application method is. I've seen some people that prefer to like rub in circular motions, which you'll see sort of raises, sort of creates like a foaming action. I'm not sure if that penetrates more so. I mean, I tend to do that in areas that I sort of want to focus on to grow a little bit more, like my weak spots. Maybe I'll do a circular motion, but for the most part, when I'm applying this stuff, I just go sort of like a with a grain motion, just a sort of like a swipe down. All right, it's a little swipe down. Then I'll go to the other side. Right. Now, as you get closer to the bottom of the bottle, your foam can get a little liquidy, as you can see. So that's why it's not looking extra foamy right now. But all I do is apply it. Typically, you know, for the thicker patches of hair, ideally, you would want to have that trimmed down, because the point of this stuff is to get it soaked into your skin, right? Get it soaked into your skin so that, not necessarily absorbed, but so that it can, you know, get that skin contact and stimulate those hair follicles. So you'll notice a lot of people when they're doing their journeys, they will trim down so it's a little bit easier to get access to that skin. Like for chin hair right here, it's a little hard because that hair is acting sort of as like as an absorption. This is how I'll apply it. All right. Nice. Now again, most of the people that I've seen do this use a half a cap. I use a full cap because I'm hard-headed. I'm sure somebody in the comment section will correct me and say, yo, you don't need that much, but you know, it's been working for me, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now what happens with this stuff, after you let it dry, and I'll show you guys, it sort of creates like a white residue. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna let that dry before I do anything. Rinse the cap out now and then place it right back on the top. Before I apply this stuff, of course, I didn't show this part of the process. I always wanna make sure that I wash my face. So of course, have my rag here before I washed. Make sure there weren't any excess oils or anything on my face before I applied. And then you can see it drying. See it drying? Sort of look like my face is ashy. Cool thing about this, it's not like a permanent thing. You just rub it in. Just rub it in. You can just rub it right into your skin. Now, of course, people that use minoxidil, there are side effects. The side effects range from everything from, you know, excess gain in weight, heart palpitations, lightheadedness, dizziness, nausea, diarrhea. Basically, damn near every sign of pregnancy by using this stuff, low key. I didn't experience any of those side effects. When I was a little less healthy, maybe a little bit, but not so much. So right now I'm just trying to rub it in. Of course you can see some of it still so thickly applied. Takes a little bit to rub in. What I'll do, I just brush it a little bit. Just brush that a little bit, because at this point it is dry, just to make sure I can sort of distribute that cakiness. All right. Now, as you can see, there is a very clear white foam that's been applied. All right. Now, typically, what you want to do, you want to let this stuff dry for about 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and then you can wipe it all off. I want to make sure I wipe some of this residue off. All right, so as you can see, thoroughly applied. See a little white residue? Now you can wipe that in, but because the next thing that I'm about to apply, it is gonna sort of dilute that or sort of make that go away, that ashy look. So I'm not really too worried about that. So now what I'll do, I'm just applying the Jamaican black castor oil. And of course, all I'm doing, finger style. Just a little bit goes a long way with this Jamaican black castor oil. I don't want to be looking like fried chicken. Now with the Jamaican black castor oil, I do like to focus on some of the areas that are a little bit more like weak. So like, of course, this spot right here, I like to focus on that one. This stuff on this side, boy. I think you can see why they say only put about half a cap. Got all this residue on my face, look like I got cocaine on me. There you can see rubbing that Jamaican black castor oil on it. Sort of makes it all go away. Check on a weak point, just like that. Again, just like this, just a little bit, not too much. Just on the weak point. Make sure I get my under chin, my jawline. Get directly on the hair. So wipe a little of the residue off the cheeks if you feel like you got some. All right, and then lastly, let's get a little light brush. Just a little light brush, nothing crazy. All right. A little light brush, and that's it. I don't do anything. My mustache, this little soul patch is what people call it, and my beard aren't really problem areas. I've always been able to sort of grow this stuff right here, so I don't apply any there. I really don't have any problem with this connection. So, you know, I usually just cut this anyway because I don't know, it feels like it ages me. But this is what I do. You know, that's what we are right now. And the interesting thing is you can sort of see, you can see the volume of that hair growing, regardless of whether or not, you know, you can see the thickness of it. The reason why it doesn't look as full here is because this hair is still all going to need to fill in. The length is getting there right now. It is growing, but that thinness, right? So, and all that tells me is that we just need to give it a little bit more time, a little bit more application to allow the hair to mature a little bit, become those permanent hairs that we were talking about earlier. And that minoxidil and a Jamaican black castor oil is gonna help that, but see that illusion? It's like kind of bushy, then thin. Kind of bushy, and then thin. But yeah, that's what we on right now, man. A lot of people take the approach that this is like the miracle, this is gonna work for everybody. You know, from what I've researched, it is still gonna be based on your genetics. Some people just aren't gonna be able to grow facial hair. You know, I did feel like I was one of those people just based on the timeline of me not having any facial hair. But, you know, I definitely think if you're somebody who's got uncles on both sides that are able to grow facial hair and you still haven't grown some, maybe give it a try. You know, maybe give it a try. You know, I'm sort of conflicted on whether or not this actually catapulted the process, but you know, after these results, it's really kind of hard to deny, considering, you know, I've never been able to grow this much hair until starting using the product. So I do this usually in the morning, twice a day, actually. Once in the morning, once at night. This will be my second time putting it on today. If you have any more questions, you know, please leave them in the comment section. This wasn't a very comprehensive video. I just wanted to show you guys my process. You know, this isn't a minoxidil channel, but again, I thought just for the sake of people asking, just want to be transparent with this process. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed just seeing kind of like my before and after. Like I said, it's been a interesting little journey these 3 months. I'm actually very satisfied with, you know, my results. I recommend it if you want to try it out. It's quarantine, why not? You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. But that's TP Locks, signing out.